Hey YouTube, Philly J here with Different Dimension Gaming, coming to you with some Dinosaur card combos. So normally what we do is we do 2 test hands and then we do a constructed hand at the end. This time I'm going to show you a 2 card combo and then we're just going to do 2 test hands just to see how it goes. It's just going to be kind of a different way to do it, but this 2 card combo is kind of insane, so I think it's worth showing off how to do it. And for this 2 card combo, all you need is your Oviraptor and your Lost World. So, what we're going to do is we're going to activate the Lost World. You're going to normal summon the Oviraptor. You're going to chain link 1, chain link 2. Going to give your opponent the dinosaur token. And then Ovi's going to either add a dinosaur from your deck to your hand or send it from your deck to the graveyard. We're going to add from hand, and we're going to add Misc. And we're adding Misc because we just don't want our opponent to be able to respond to our stuff. So we're going to activate the Misc. We're going to use the Oviraptor's second effect. We're going to destroy the normal monster on our opponent's field, but because we have the Lost World, we can destroy a dinosaur in our deck instead. So we're going to destroy the baby. We're going to pop the baby, destroy baby Ceratosaurus. We're going to use Ceratosaurus effect, and you're going to summon Scrap Raptor from your deck. Scrap Raptor effect is going to destroy itself and then add a scrap from your deck to your hand, and it gives you an additional normal summon. So you add the Chimera, then you normal the Chimera, use its effect, bring back the Oviraptor. And what's cool about this is that because your opponent has a token, they can't hit you with like an imperm or something. Now you can link your scraps into your Scrap Wyvern. Wyvern effect is going to reborn the Scrap Raptor, destroy the Scrap Raptor, and summon a different scrap from your deck. And you're just going to summon another Scrap Raptor. Then Wyvern is going to destroy a card on the field. So you're going to destroy the token, and you're going to protect it again with the Lost World. And that's going to get you be able to destroy the Petite Pteranodon. And then you can use that effect of the Pteranodon, because Baby Ceratosaurus summons level 4 or lower, and Petite Pteranodon summons level 4 or higher. So we're going to summon our Xenometeorus. Now you're going to overlay these two, and you're going to make either your Dolka or your Lagia, depending on the matchup, depending on how you want to go. So Dolka is a monster negate, Lagia is a spell trap negate. We're going to do Dolka because we don't want to run into Imperm. Now we're going to activate Xenometeorus effect. We're going to destroy the Scrap Wyvern to summon a level normal dinosaur from our deck. We're going to summon the Frostosaurus. Now, before you do anything else, you're going to activate your Misc. It's important to know that this effect locks you into dinosaurs, dragons, worms, and beast warriors. So, Misc effect, we're going to banish 1 to summon a level 1 from our deck, and we're going to summon the Animordained Archosaur. And Archosaur's effect is going to activate. We're going to target the Frostosaurus. Again, we're going to use the Lost World to protect. You're going to destroy the baby in your deck. The baby Ceratosaurus is going to activate, and you're going to summon Kaitoptera from your deck. Now you can activate the Kaitoptera. You can add the... I guess we should finish resolving our Archosaur first, eh? We're going to grab the double Evo pill, and your Kaitoptera is going to add you polymerization. Now here you can do one of 2 things. You can either use the poly to fuse your Frostosaurus and any of your other dinosaurs into your Gigantosaur, or what I like to do is I like to overlay these two in order to make Evolzar Lars. And if you don't want to do the double evolution pill, you can actually go for the, let me find it really quick, beta evolution pill. So how this is going to work is right now you're kind of stuck with these two on the field. You don't really have a way to get rid of them because you don't have any links that you can summon right now in your deck unless you go for the double evolution pill, which you can do something with that, but it's not the most optimal thing to do. So if you go for the beta evolution pill, you can fuse these two into your Gigantosaur. And then you've still got the poly. You don't, now the poly is kind of a dead card in hand, but it's an additional card in hand just in case you need a discard for something. Now if you don't want to go for that line, you can instead use the double evolution pill, banish a dinosaur and a non-dinosaur from your graveyard. So we'll banish the raptor and the chimera. And you summon a level 7 or higher dinosaur from your deck. So you can summon like your Pankratops, your Ultimate Conductor, you can even summon your Meteorus. Just for argument's sake, we're just going to summon the Meteorus. Now, the Meteorus sends a dinosaur from deck to grave, so we're going to send the Giant Rex. Now again, you can end on this, or you can link these off in order to summon your Transcendosaurus Exoraptor. Now on a 2-card combo, you end on 2 interruptions and an extender depending on what else is in your hand. This was off of a field spell and a normal summon, and your opponent now has a monster on the field in the form of the Dinosaur Egg token, so that all the cards like the Cashtiras are offline, Cyber Dragon stuff is all offline, and they can't activate something like Imperm from hand, and they can't activate Evenly Matched because they have a card on the field. So yeah, 2-card combo gets you into some really cool plays. Now we're just going to go into a couple test hands. Just going to go kind of nuts and see how it works out for us. All right, so now we're just going to do a test hand, kind of see what goes where, see how we can extend and push through some interactions. I always like to do my shuffles on camera because I don't want to be accused of stacking my deck or anything. That's why I always talk over my shuffles as well. So, I'm going to cut. We're going to draw Imperm, UCT, Scrap Raptor, Oviraptor, Imperm. So we don't have access to the Lost World play because we don't open access to a field spell. But what we can do is we can still do our normal summon Oviraptor, activate the effect. We're going to grab the Miscellaneousaurus from our deck. I like to always search for Miscellaneousaurus because you just don't want to be hit by a hand trap by your opponent. If your opponent negates your Oviraptor, you're kind of screwed for the turn. So now we're going to activate the Miscellaneousaurus so your opponent can't respond to your dinosaur effects. And then we're going to shotgun the Miscellaneousaurus right away. Grab your Animadamed Archosaur. Use its effect, and because it destroys something in the field or in the hand, you can actually destroy your Scrap Raptor to gain the Scrap Raptor's effect. So we'll grab the Beta Evolution pill. We're going to grab the Beta pill because we opened the Ultimate Conductor. And then your Scrap Raptor is going to grab your copy of Scrap Chimera. Now, because you get the initial normal summon, you can normal summon the Scrap Chimera, use its effect, bring back the Scrap Raptor, and then you can link these two off. because your Scrap Wyvern only needs a Scrap monster. So actually, before you link, you can also even go into your Dolka to protect you from negation. Summon Scrap Wyvern effect, bring back the Scrap Chimera, destroy the Scrap Chimera, summon from the deck the Scrap Raptor. And then you destroy a card on the field, so we'll destroy the Scrap Raptor. Now you can set your 2 imperms. And if you want to go for the beta pill, or the double evolution pill instead of the beta pill, that's absolutely a thing that you can do. It's probably better in this case because you can go double evolution pill, banish the Scrap Raptor and the Scrap Chimera to summon the Ultimate Conductor from your deck. And while it's not a ton of negation, it is still 1, 2, 3, 4 points of interaction off of a normal summon. So let's shuffle up one more time. We'll do one more test hand. We'll kind of hopefully get a better hand this time. One more time here. We're just going to shuffle up, draw 5, and see how it goes. All right, so for our 5, we have Misc, Imperm, Fossil Dig, Terraforming, and Oviraptor. Nice. All right, so we're gonna go standby main. I'm gonna shotgun that Misc right away. And I'm gonna hesitate. We're just gonna get it out of the way, and we don't want our opponent responding at all. Terraforming. Grab your Lost World. We're going to go Fossil Dig. Going to grab our Xenometeorus because it adds a level 6 or lower. Now we're going to Lost World, normal summon, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, and we're going to add to our hand our copy of Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Now you can use the second effect of your Oviraptor, target the token, protect the token, go for your Pop the Baby, off the baby, summon your Scrap Raptor. Now from here, you're going to do your whole Scrap combo one more time. You're going to Scrap Raptor, pop itself, grab the Chimera, additional normal summon, summon the Chimera, bring back the Scrap Raptor, link into Scrap Wyvern, bring back the Raptor, pop the Raptor, summon the Scrap Raptor from your deck. And the Scrap combo is very simple, very easy. Just always go for Raptor. Now, once you summon the Scrap Raptor from your deck, Scrap Wyvern will destroy a card on the field. You're going to target the token, you're going to protect the token, and you're going to pop the baby. Off the baby, you're going to summon from your deck your Kaitop-Terra. Now, I'm going to overlay into our, that's not right, do our Dolka. And then Kaitop-Terra is going to add Polymerization from your deck to your hand. Now, I sequenced this a little bit wrong, but once you've resolved the summon of Kaitop-Terra, you can activate the Xenometeorus in your hand. You can summon it to the field. You're not going to activate its effect on the field because you want to link first into your copy of Penstag. So that's going to give your ultimate conductor piercing. Now you're going to use the effect of your Xeno, target the token, protect the token, and from your deck you're going to destroy your Giant Rex. And then you're going to summon out your Frostosaurus. Now we destroy the Giant Rex because we want the 2 level 4s in the graveyard. Right now we're going to overlay these 2 into Evolzar Lars. Now you can Ultimate Conductor, banishing Giant Rex and Kaitoptera. Summon them to the field. And then these 2, actually both of them will summon themselves, because when they're both banished, they both summon themselves. And then you can overlay into your copy of Lagia. And you can still use your Miscellaneousaurus in the graveyard if you want, or you can save it for next turn. You're in a pretty good spot here because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of interaction. Now you can try to push for a 6th, but you can't guarantee anything. Kind of neat here. We're going to banish the Miscellaneousaurus, and we're going to banish the Scrap Raptor. We're going to banish 2, summon a level 2 from our deck, and we're going to grab our Petite Pteranodon. Now this will be your end board. You're going to set that imperm. You're going to pass the turn on this. Now the reason that we're doing this is because we're going to do something really, really cool. Your opponent's going to start their turn. You're going to wait for your opponent to commit to the board, maybe commit to their normal summon. You're going to activate the Ultimate Conductor. You're going to destroy the Petite Pteranodon. And then, because of the Pteranodon, you can summon Pancratops from your deck. You can just wait for your opponent to commit to something. You can even shotgun this on your turn, but I think it's better to wait to keep your opponent unsure of what you've got in store for them. So now, after you've done that play, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of interaction on your opponent's turn, plus follow-up. It's a very cool deck, it's a very powerful deck, and your Ultimate Conductor is going to do piercing because of the Penstag. I have really recently fallen in love with this deck. I am just such a fan of a deck that can interact with so many pieces. Xyz summoning is my favorite summoning mechanic, so I like that I can do it a lot in this deck. And you've used almost none of your extra deck. Your extra deck is so loose that you don't really need anything. The only cards you absolutely need in your extra deck for these combos to work are these 6 cards right here. The 2 Dolkas, the Lagia, the Lars, and the 2 Lynx. The rest of your extra deck is 100% your choice. So 9 cards of space, you could throw in a Prosperity and just, have Prosperity mills, whatever you need to help you build your deck the more consistent way. I've actually been considering putting Prosperity into my deck. You don't draw in this deck at all. I think you can draw one off of the Kaitoptera if it's destroyed. You're not going to destroy it because, well, you are, but in its own way. It's just a super fun deck. And you also, with this 6 pieces of interaction, my guy's back. You end on the, so you end on 6 points of interaction. You have 1 card in hand and a top deck. And with the amount of dinosaurs left in your deck, you're pretty safe to draw a dinosaur. Just to prove my point, I'll shuffle up. Either I'll look like a genius or an idiot in about 5 seconds. Shuffle. One more. We'll give it a cut. Drop a turn. I'm a genius. So with this, you can just beta evolution pill into something, and then you can bring out your Gigantozauler, and you can bring something back from the graveyard. Just Penstag should be up there. Super fun deck. I highly recommend it. I mentioned it in the deck profile, but if you can pick up the Ground Xenos, pick up the Ground Xenos. It's like the best search card in this deck outside of Fossil Deck. That being said, there's a combo video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to join our Discord server. Follow us on all the socials. Shout out to Deep Winter for the thumbnail, and we'll see you next time.